Hey folks, I'm Anand and welcome to MaverickEduCor, your go-to destination for all PTE needs. We at MaverickEduCor always strive to share valuable feedback and insights to score your 79 plus in the exam. Don't hesitate to contact us on our WhatsApp number or on the email ID mentioned below for paid assistance. We will be more than happy to help you. Without a further ado, let's proceed forward for today's class. In today's class, let's see more details about describe image question. Describe image question is still one of the easiest questions in your speaking module. Even after the changes brought in by PTE since November 2024. I am saying this because they have just introduced a human evaluator in case you're deviating from the details of the given image. So this is the only change. That is why I'm confidently saying that there hasn't been any change and it is still one of the easiest questions in your speaking module. Now let's look at the basic details of describe image. First and foremost, what needs to be done? PTE says that describe the image presented on the screen. As simple as it gets. PTE will show an image and you will have to give out the details presented in the image. Okay? For how many questions or how many images? It would be about 3 to 4 such questions or images where you will have to describe the details about the image. Next, coming to the duration part of it, you will get 25 seconds of preparation time to prepare and speak about the image. That is 25 seconds. Next, once the preparation time completes, you will get up to 40 seconds of response time, meaning where your answer will be recorded up to 40 seconds. So these are the basic details of describe image question. This is a representational image of your describe image question. As you can see over here, there is an image given. You will have to speak the details given in the image. On the other hand, you have an audio recorder which will indicate preparation time and your recording time as well. Once the preparation time of 25 seconds completes, you will hear a beep sound. Once this beep sound goes off, you will have to start speaking about the details of the image. As simple as it gets correct. These are the basic details that I was talking in the previous slide. Moving ahead, let's see the skills assessed as per PTE scoring guidelines. PTE says that they will measure your oral fluency, pronunciation and content only for your speaking module. How many marks would you get for each skill? It is approximately between 0 to 5 marks for your oral fluency, pronunciation and content respectively. In total, how many marks would you get for the 3 to 4 questions of your describe image? You would get anywhere between 15 to 18 marks only in your speaking module. Alright folks, now let's look at the golden rules for your describe image question. First and foremost, fluency is your golden ticket to score maximum amount of marks. If you can maintain your fluency throughout your response, you can score maximum amount of marks. Next, speak clearly, naturally and effortlessly without any pauses. This is to maintain your fluency. Next thing, pitch is necessary but not mandatory. Don't compromise on your fluency while concentrating on your pitch. This is also one of the factors that you need to consider while giving a response. Next thing, avoid fumbling, hesitating or pausing unnaturally while giving your response. It will not sound natural, effortless and it will seem like you're as though stammering. Okay. Next thing, never go back to correct your mistake or repeat your response. This will impact your scores very, very badly. This is also one of the negative factors that you need to avoid. Next thing is don't mumble or swallow words. Open your mouth and speak so that your pronunciation marks is ticked off. Next thing, never stress on words that you feel that are important. As per your perception, you feel some words are important, but for PTE, it is absolutely not. So give equal importance to all the words. Now, all these rules have been explained in detail in your read aloud question. So go ahead and look into the read aloud video to get more insights as to how to maintain your fluency, what to do, what not to do, because the same rule still applies for your describe image question as well. Now let's look at the template structure of your describe image question. Remember, this is not a template. Instead, it is a template structure to help you to maintain your fluency throughout your response, where you will be speaking for 30 to 35 seconds. Let's look at the template structure. If you can see over here, the details given in black in the template structure are nothing but like pillars to maintain your fluency by utilizing all the details given in the image. As simple as it gets. This is only the template structure which are used as what? Pillars. Correct? Now, let's look at the template structure. Here, in the first line, there is something given as bar graph, pie chart, process, a flow diagram, all of these things. These are the general types of images that you may get in your exam. That is what you can say. The given image is a bar graph or a pie chart or a line graph, all of these things, and what it says about the heading of the image. You can utilize that. Next, by gathering all the details from the image, we can say that you can say one observation or one highest value given in the image. I mean, you have to speak about it. Okay, you cannot just say one number and keep quiet. You have to say which color or what is it about. You will get to know in the upcoming slides when I'm talking with examples. Okay. Next thing is, additionally, speak about another observation. It could be the lowest value or it could be the highest value. You can interchange any way you want. Next thing is, on the other hand, or you can give a contrast as in comparison. However, all of these details, and speak about the common elements or the differences between two values that you had discussed in the previous points. Next thing is, you can also say the given, the given image says these details, the leftover content if needed or if you have type. Next is, in the end, don't forget to conclude it by saying to summarize, hence, therefore, in conclusion, to conclude, whatever you want. You can just say one summarized, one point as a quick summary about the details given in the image. Maybe you can say the introduction line as well. Absolutely, no problem. So this is how you can use the template structure to maintain your fluency so that you can speak for 30 to 35 seconds. Now, coming to one important bit of it. Since November 2024, PTE has introduced human evaluation to check if you are responding with the details given in the image. Prior to November 2024, a lot of you folks were just repeating a template like a monologue or just giving very, very few details from the image. To curb all of this, PTE has improved their software to recognize if you are speaking the details given in the image or if you are repeating a template like a monologue. If you do such mistakes, PTE will recognize this. PTE software will recognize this and will send your response to a human evaluator, meaning it will flag your response for human evaluation. When the person checks your response and if they find out that it has very less details or no details about the image, or if you are repeating a template like a monologue, I am sure that human evaluator can give you 0 marks for content. If you get 0 marks for content, automatically your oral fluency and pronunciation marks will also become 0, even though if you have maintained your fluency throughout the response. Hence, you will get 0 marks for that particular question of your described image. To avoid all of this, make sure to use the template structure to maintain your fluency and speak more details from the image. So this is about the template structure that I wanted to say so far. Moving ahead, let's look at a couple of examples for your describe image question by utilizing the template structure and by speaking fluently for 30 to 35 seconds. Now, I will be demonstrating and show you the best possible way to come up with a response for a couple of describe image questions. Now, let's look at the first example of your describe image question, which deals with light vehicle sales by fuel type in the form of a pie chart. Before you look at my response, let's recollect a couple of things. First is, you will get 25 seconds of preparation time. After your preparation time completes, you will hear a beep sound. After that, you will have to start responding for that particular describe image question. You will get 40 seconds of recording time, whereas it is sufficient if you speak for 30 to 35 seconds fluently about the details given in the image. This is what you need to do in your exam. Now let's look at my response for this particular image. I will be starting the timer in 3, 2, 1. The given image is a pie chart which deals about light vehicle sales by fuel type. By gathering all the details given in the image, we can clearly see that the diesel is at about 45% in sales. Additionally, it is being followed by petrol at 30%. However, the plug-in EVs is at a meager 4%, and the given data also deals with electric and hybrid fuel types. Hence, in conclusion, we can say that the diesel engines are at the highest share at about 45% in comparison to all the other fuel types. Now let's look at another example which deals about mosquito. Here in this particular image, you can see there are very less words mentioned in the image. Here you have to come up with your own idea about explaining this particular image. Let's look at my response for this particular image. I will be starting the timer in 3, 2, 1, go. The given image is a process flow chart of a mosquito which is from eggs until adult mosquito. By gathering all the information from the image, we can see that the adult mosquito lays multiple eggs on the surface of the water. After a few days, these eggs will hatch into a larvae inside the water. This larvae feeds inside the water and turns into a pupa. So after a few days, this pupa emerges out of the water with wings, which is called as an adult mosquito. In conclusion, this is the life cycle of the mosquito. These were my responses for the describe image question examples. Here, if you had observed, I spoke for about 30 to 35 seconds at an average. On the other hand, I maintained my fluency throughout my response by utilizing all of the details present in the image. It is not mandatory to use all the details from the image. At times, it may not be possible that you could utilize all of the details. PTE is also not expecting that. But if you can come up with most of the details from the image, then it would be more than sufficient to score maximum amount of marks in your exam. This is what you need to do in your exam. These are a couple more images where you can utilize to practice your describe image question. On the other hand, let's quickly recollect a couple more things. You can use any short template as connectors or fillers to maintain your fluency throughout your response. The majority of your answer must be from the words or the contents given from the image itself. You should not deviate apart from the image. On the other hand, you need to speak for 30 to 35 seconds fluently throughout your response. So these are some of the quick tips that you can follow to gain maximum amount of marks in your exam. Alright folks, we have come to the end of this video. If you have any doubts or any queries related to PTE, don't hesitate to contact us on our WhatsApp number or on the email ID mentioned below. We will be there to support you. On this note, don't forget to subscribe us and turn on the notifications for more such engaging videos. Wishing you all the very best for your exams.